Valentine, the senior linebacker for Wilmington, tackles the Mount Healthy ball carrier for a loss of about 5. Big defensive play there on first down. One of those offenses, folks, where they look to the sideline on every formation for the coach's signals. There's a handoff into the line, and that's number 7, Cornist, who bowls ahead. Looks like he is going to be back to the original line of scrimmage. So we're at 3rd and 10 now. Made it back to where the drive, or where that series started. All the kids looking to the sideline, especially the receivers and, of course, the quarterback, for the signals that are being transmitted by the Mount Healthy coaching staff. 3rd and 10. Montgomery in trouble. Rolls out. He's got an open receiver, and the ball is caught by number 4, Mohammed Sek. And Sek is down close to the 30, maybe the 31, for another conversion from another first down. So Montgomery was pressured, but got out of there and completed it to Sek for the first down. So it was 2nd and 15, and they converted. Every play, they look to the coaching staff for the next signal. There's a keeper. Montgomery cuts it back inside. Did not decide to pitch. Instead, keeps it and gets to about the 25. So Mount Healthy moving the ball. Got a 6-yard gain by Montgomery. Troy's going to keep it again. Cuts to the left and back inside. Flags go everywhere. I think we're going to have that one called back. And, of course, it is a hold on Mount Healthy. So Montgomery sprinting to the left. Cut it back inside. Did have a first down, but about every official on the field threw a yellow flag. So everybody saw the same thing. And Mount Healthy will march backward. 8:56 to go. Opening quarter. CampusNation.net, the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. High school football week 3. And like we say many times, it don't get no better than that. What'd I say, net? CampusNation.com. Why did I say net? CampusNation.com. We know that. The YouTube channel of Campus Nation. 2nd and 11. Montgomery rolls out looking to throw. Over the middle, it's caught. And that ball may go for a touchdown, and it looks like it does. So Montgomery hits Mohammed Sek over the middle. Mohammed Sek takes it in for a Mount Healthy touchdown. So it's Montgomery to Sek for a touchdown pass on the opening drive. And the defensive struggles for Wilmington continue. Mount Healthy lining up for the point after kick. And it's good. Bringing our score to 7, Wilmington 0. Aguilar, the kicker for Mount Healthy, drills the extra point, and we're 7-0. 8:32 to go. Well, that was too easy. Wilmington marching down for another, Mount Healthy marching down for another opening drive touchdown. Not a good start defensively for the Hurricane, of course, giving up a TD on the first possession. They're advertising the halftime kick, so at some point at halftime, some lucky person is going to get a chance to kick a field goal to win money. If only everyday life were that easy, where you could just go out and kick field goals and get paid. Problem is, hard to make them. That's a hard thing to do, to kick a field goal. It looks easy, but it's not when you're lining up, and especially when you got money on the line and there's pressure, making it even harder. So Mount Healthy out 7-0. Getting ready to line up for the Wilmington's first possession offensively. Erlen Aguilar, the kicker, left-footed, boots it, and it's going to be returned. This is Adrian Cody, who cuts it up inside. Adrian's got a hole and gets to about the 41. So a good return by Adrian Cody. And Wilmington will be on offense. 8:15 to go, first quarter. They mark it at the 42-yard line. Good return. So the Cameron McAvoy-led offense takes the field. Thad Stuckey, of course, the feature running back. Cameron in the shotgun on first down. Keeps it, and he's got room, but he does get swarmed at about the 45. Might have been pushed back to about the 44. So short gain. Looked like he had a lane, but it closed quickly by the fast charging Mount Healthy Owls defense. There's Stuckey, who busts up the middle, and I think this is going to come back. First down run. But I think it's going to come back as flags flew everywhere. Got a hold on Wilmington as we thought. So a nice game by Thad Stuckey, the junior running back, is called back. Holding penalty. Takes it back to the 34. It's going to be 2nd and 18. So a nice run negated by a hold. I'll tell you, Stuckey just has that nose for yardage. Looks like a running back, acts like a running back, runs like a running back. McAvoy's pass is picked off. An ill-advised throw. He was under pressure and threw it up. And it looks like the linebacker, Savion Cannon, with the pick. Cannon, the senior linebacker for Mount Healthy, is just waiting like he was camped under a fly ball on that throw. Just waited for it, caught it, and it's a pick. So Wilmington not off to a good start tonight, folks. Already gave up a long touchdown drive, and now they're defending a short field after the interception, as Mount Healthy at the 25-yard line of Wilmington, already leading 7-0. There's a nice tackle. Very nice tackle. Trey Cornish is tackled by Thane McCoy. But what do we got here? Flags again. It is a holding call. Let's see if Coach Killen takes this or not. He is moving them back. Good decision. It was stopped for about no gain, but he'd rather have 1st and 20 than 2nd and 10, and I think that's the right call on that. So Mount Healthy staring at their coaches, looking for the signals. There's a handoff into the line to Isaiah Daniels. Gets back about 4 yards. So 2nd and 16 was better than 2nd and 10, so the decision to take the penalty paid off. Every receiver, running back, quarterback looks to the sideline. The line does not, but the skill players look to the sideline for the call. There's Montgomery back to pass, throwing it into the end zone, and what a catch. What a fantastic grab down there by Jameer Scott, the freshman wide receiver. Good looking catch by Jameer Scott. Went up and took that thing out of the midair, beat his man downfield. A beautiful catch, and we're at the 1 yard line with 1st and goal. And that's not going to go for a touchdown. A handoff to Trey Cornish, and he is stacked up. So goal line defense by Wilmington keeps the Fighting Owls out of the end zone, at least on 1st down. Bring up 2nd and goal. 5:24 and counting. 1st quarter at Alumni Field. 7-0 already. Mount Healthy out to the lead. There's Cornish again, and he's going to be stacked up again. So they go back to the bread and butter to Trey Cornish up the middle, and he is stacked up a 2nd time. So you're halfway to a goal line stand on 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line. Both times Mount Healthy just bowling up the middle, and it's stacked up. Good team defense by the Hurricane down there. If you see the delay, and you can tell by the pictures that are being filmed by our man Country Joe Holdren, all the healthy kids, Mount Healthy kids, looking to the sideline for the play call. This time it's an inside handoff, and I think this time he got in, and that's Isaiah Daniels. So Isaiah Daniels, a 1 yard touchdown run. One yard out. The turnover pays off for Mount Healthy as they convert on a very short field, and Erlen Aguilar, the junior kicker, is on for the point after, and there's flags everywhere again. This has been a flag-filled start. Might pick it up. He did pick it up. Whatever the officials thought they saw, they didn't see it after all because they pick up the flag. They thought they saw a penalty. I guess I'm not sure how you can throw a flag thinking you saw a penalty and then decide you didn't. Life in the officiating world. It's a tough job. Aguilar misses the extra point, so whatever the official's penalty was, threw off the rhythm of the point after. So now we're at 13 Mount Healthy. No score Hurricane. 13-0 with 4:12 to go first quarter here on campusnation.com, the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. Beautiful Alumni Field. Bands playing, the fans excited. Gorgeous weather. So Aguilar will tee it up again after missing the point after touchdown. And Wilmington will get the ball for the second time. The last drive ended in a ill-advised throw by Cameron McAvoy that was picked off. So here's Adrian Cody on the kick, and he busts outside and gets to about the 34, where he is tackled by the Mount Healthy kickoff coverage team. Anthony Horton leading the charge for the Owls, number 12. So here we go again, Wilmington's second drive of the game, trailing 13-0 with 4:06 to go.
Well, this has been a fun night already.
There's Rick Phillips's voice. Why so much fun, Rick?
Well, we had issues over at Massey getting online. Fortunately, my wife is intelligent, and I was able to tell her some IT stuff, and she got us online over there.
Well, here we go. We need her to tell some things here because Wilmington has just fumbled the handoff.
Yeah, well, she's not a coach. So
yeah.
But what I'm saying here is, we were having some initial problems when I first logged in order to be able to get the sound on. Okay, so the sound is on. They can hear us only on the YouTube channel because for some reason I'm locked out of the Campus Nation website. So I can't go back in and have it streamed to our website for some reason. I'll have to go in literally and
so people watching this need to be tuning into YouTube?
That's right. Anyone that is watching this on YouTube, if you have friends or people that might be interested in the game, obviously, let them know that we are on the YouTube channel of Campus Nation for both Massey and Wilmington. We are on Massey. We're doing the broadcast both on YouTube and also on our website, but we are locked out of being able to get into our website to put the embed code that we need for this game because it changed when we were having the issues with the sound. So just another regular night here at
the guess what? Game. The scoreboard just went off, so it's not just Campus Nation. Now it comes back on.
Okay.
So we had 2 turnovers for Wilmington, trouble with the website, and also the clock going off. So right. What else do you want?
So let your friends and the people know. Most of the fumble. Wilmington recovers.
I think Wilmington got that back.
Right. So
Jerron Montana Waller on the sprint out reverse. He coughs it up. So back-to-back turnovers. So no harm on either team except Wilmington went back 20 yards on the exchange, but at least get the ball back. So a fumble by Jerron Montana Waller. Didn't even look like he was really hit. He just kind of lost control of it. So now it's Wilmington's third chance. The last 2 drives ended on turnovers, and I bet Coach Killen is beside himself. Can't turn the ball over. McAvoy's pass is out to number 15, Josh Snell, the fullback, incomplete. The adage in football, as everybody knows, you win the turnover battle, you usually win the game. The opposite is true. You lose the turnover battle, give it up. You're always struggling from behind, and of course, that's where we are so far. 13-0, Mount Healthy leading with 3:46 to go. First quarter. Let's see if Wilmington can get some rhythm offensively. That's Thane McCoy with his first carry, and he's bottled up for nothing. Brings up a 3rd and 10. Some nights just start like this, and Wilmington's offense is operating in quicksand so far. 3rd and 10. McAvoy guns a pass, and it is complete. And a nice breakaway by Isaiah Wriggling. They are going to mark it as a first down. Nice catch and run by Isaiah Wriggling, the senior wide receiver. So there you go. Wilmington converts a first down, and maybe that'll get them going. Great effort by Isaiah Wriggling. McAvoy keeps it, and he's got some running room. Sprints out and runs out of bounds close to the 40. So a nice run by Cameron McAvoy on a first down play. Wilmington with a first down on the 40-yard line, and now it looks like they're moving, Rick.
I have returned again. We're trying something new tonight. People probably don't know it yet, but I'll explain here after this play.
That looks like Thane McCoy again, who's bottled up again. Go ahead, Richard. Explain.
If anyone is familiar with Huddle or Huddle Cam, it's the scouting software and the camera sometimes that you see at the end of the field that's very high in the sky. And they upload the video to Huddle, and they can go in and they can scout other teams through Huddle. Well, Wilmington has just added, both in the gym and here on the field, AI Huddle cams. I'll go into that after this play.
McAvoy back to pass, in trouble, darts out of there and makes something out of nothing.
Number 13, Cameron McAvoy, the ball carrier.
Anyway, going back to this, AI is artificial intelligence. And what it does, both in the gym and also here on the field, is it's automatically trained to follow the ball.
Wow.
So it doesn't require a cameraman. Now, the new one was just put in place earlier this week, and we have a feed that's tapped into it, but right now the picture is kind of dark, so I'm seeing if Troy Deals, the athletic director, can lighten it up a bit.
McAvoy drops to pass, plenty of time, guns it.
Good defense.
But incomplete. Broken up on that end by Jerron Waller.
And once again, any of you that are watching on, whether you're watching in a local bar or restaurant or wherever it is that you're seeing a big screen at home, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, please let your friends know that they are not able to pull up the Wilmington game on the Campus Nation website. Now, the Massey game is on the Campus Nation website. Obviously, we're interested right now in the Wilmington game.
Parker Henry punts it away on 4th and long, and it rolls and takes a very favorable Wilmington bounce inside the 15, and it falls dead at about the 13.
So if you've got anyone out there that may be wondering, I tried to put a post, and I think Sydney has posted something to let people know that the game is on our YouTube channel. It's not going to be on the Campus Nation website tonight simply because I cannot get access to our website. I'm locked out, I guess you could say. I don't know whether it's because we had.
Don't you have a key to get in?
Well, no, I've got a couple. There's a couple different things that I do, but right now at this point, I've tried everything I can try, and it will not let me in. I'm using the usual password. I'm using. We have a secondary authentication. It's not working. So at this point, I'm not going to waste more time. I've already wasted enough time with it.
The famous, let's not waste more time. Montgomery drops the pass. There's a short screen over the middle. It's
that was
caught,
nice. That was nice.
And that's
Very
going to
nice.
go for a nice gain. Trey Cornish,
I'm surprised he didn't throw a flag on that one. It looked like he kind of almost
horse
collared
tackle
it.
almost
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Elijah Collins, but no flag. And a nice game by Mount Healthy.
So already the Fighting Owls have 13 points to Wilmington's none, and they have possession of the ball, and they're driving again.
48 seconds first quarter. There's Cornish with a bull up the middle. Gain of about 3. So it's 2nd and 7 as the quarter runs down to 30 seconds and less. Beautiful night, huh, Rick?
It is a beautiful
Yes,
night.
it's
This
gorgeous.
is perfect,
Perfect,
Ohio.
Perfect.
We're not quite into fall yet, but this is Ohio football weather.
Right, doesn't get any better. It's not hot, it's not sticky, it's clear.
And the Buckeyes won last night.
OSU won.
Nice running play.
There's Montgomery on a keeper for the first down, and that's going to be the last. No.
2 seconds. One more snap.
There's.
Oh no, it's starting the clock. So that's it. I got to change the quarter.
And that is the end of quarter number 1 here at Alumni Field. Mount Healthy Fighting Owls 13, Wilmington 0. As the teams will be flipping the field. A fresh 12 minutes is on the clock, and we're heading into quarter number 2. The crowd is lively tonight, but so far not much to cheer about, Rick.
Well, they're probably starved for some action here from the Hurricane because thus far
they struggled offensively.
They have struggled, yeah, and that's unusual. They at least have been. There's a penalty.
There's Cornish
probably holding, huh?
About an 8-yard run, but forget it because it's coming back.
Even in the 2 losses that Wilmington has accrued, they have scored points. So
31 plus 28.
Right, so that's substantial.
If you had defense those 2 weeks, you could have had 2 wins.
Yeah, and that's what we said. We said Wilmington's defense has not been playing up to par, and what happens is when you start running on someone, it opens up the passing.
That's right.
And that's what happened last week at Miami Trace. They had a couple small passes that went for long yards because they caught them and they were past the defense and off to the races.
So 1st and 20 after the holding penalty on Mount Healthy. Maybe Wilmington can catch a break with a bad down and distance for the Owls on this drive. Don't let them out of there at 1st and 20.
No,
Rick.
no, they've got to keep the pressure. This is when the defense has to shine.
There's going to be an end around, and that is going to be stacked up. So number 5, Isaiah Daniels, takes the end around. He got back about 7 on that. Make it 8. So now 2nd and 12.
Anyway, the huddle cam is a little dark, and I switched to it because we are using it in our broadcast, but I've not really used it other than a couple times because it's much darker than our regular bright picture, and I don't think that there's any point in bringing in a darker picture. And I think that there's probably some adjustments in it that they can make to brighten it up.
Montgomery in trouble, still alive, sprints out and throws it away.
That was a good throwaway, too. Saved him a sack or a loss of yards.
He looked like he was going to be brought down for a loss, but he's squirmed out of there and got the ball out of bounds for an incompletion. So it brings up 3rd and 12, and this is a big defensive play for the Hurricane. Got to hold him. When you get to 3rd and 12, you got to hold.
We'll try to give you some scores from other teams around the area, including that Massey game that we're bringing on other channel. I haven't texted Sydney yet to see.
What's the matchup, Massey and who?
Massey, and you asked me too quickly. It's Bishop Fenwick. And they
That's
are
right.
2-0, and Massey obviously is 0-1.
Out of Middletown. You don't hear Massey 0-1 too often, do you?
No, and Anderson handed it to them. They beat them 29-21, or 29-22. They beat them, I think, by 7 points. But they had 29, so I guess it was 29-22. Massey was in it, but Massey just, let it slip away, and that's unusual for Massey. But Anderson's a pretty good team, and they play in a tough league.
So timeout here on 3rd and 12 with 11:16 to go. I'm Tony Mancuso.
And I'm Rick Phillips, and Joe Holdren is on our camera. And Matt Baker and company, they're at Massey with my wife, Sydney Alexis, and Dean Thompson, and they're doing the game over there at Clinton Massey.
We're on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, actually, we had more problems at Massey, and they're on the air now with 2 cameras.
That's how it works.
And we're having the struggle because they're on our website as well as YouTube, and we're just on YouTube.
Is that a reflection of Sydney?
No, it's a reflection of me.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that what you meant, Tony?
That's what I meant. That's exactly what I meant. Big 3rd and 12 here. Montgomery scrambling away from the Wilmington rush, and he throws that one away again. So a good defensive stand by the Hurricane is going to force a punt.
And we have a like from Nikki Killen. That's the coach's wife. She likes Campus Nation. Don't forget, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe so you get notifications when we go live. And go to our Facebook page and like that. We are going to be doing dual streams, Facebook and YouTube, but right now we just have to get things straight with our website.
The punter is Hector Lopez Sanchez. Sophomore punter is in to kick it out of there for Mount Healthy on a good defensive stand by the Hurricane. So maybe the defense is settled in, Rick, as the punt is going to roll, and it does take a Mount Healthy bounce.
10-0 lead, 9:53 to go.
As Isaiah Wriggling watches it roll dead at about the 12.
So with 10:56 left in this first half, it's the Fighting Owls 13, the Hurricane nothing. But at least we've held them, and they've not added any additional points. Now we need to get the offense moving.
Right. It's been a stagnant start by the Hurricane offense, turning the ball over a couple times, kicking it out on punting on their 3rd possession. So out they come, and they're going right to the line. So hopefully some of the offensive struggles end here. McElvoy to Stuckey, who can't get outside, Rick.
26, Thad Stuckey, the ball carrier.
Might have gained a yard.
They got a good defense. I know why they're
Quick,
Fighting Owls
fast.
now, huh?
Fast. They close quickly.
Yes, they do. That's it. Good key.
That brings up 2nd down and 9.
Might have trouble running outside against these guys because they do have some fast outside defenders who are able to get to the ball carriers quickly. McElvoy back to pass, looking, and it is overthrown, and another interception. That's number 4, Mohamed Sek, who picks it off. That is the 3rd turnover by Wilmington, and it's only the 10:01 mark of half number 1. Wow.
Mount Healthy ball. 1st and 10 from the 18.
So the 3rd turnover.
Yeah. I don't know why our screen is going dark here on the broadcast. It's almost like we're running out of power, but
So Montgomery this time goes under center. First time we've seen this formation. And it's an end around, and it is number 4, Mohamed Sek, who had the interception, and he's rewarded with a carry, and he takes it down inside the 10.
I'm going back to our regular camera. You are watching the huddle cam, which automatically follows the ball. And in the lower corner, it actually has a picture of the scoreboard, the clock, everything.
How does it know where the ball is?
It's artificially programmed, and it does a good job. But right now, the actual picture is too dark for us. So, and it's a little blurry. So there may be too much bandwidth being used by people that are on the network. I don't know. But
Rick,
our camera's good.
If you don't know, I sure as heck don't know, because
and I don't.
As you know, I'm still trying to flip my phone to make a telephone call.
Well, the Don Sutton is the IT guy here, the man in charge as far as the network here at Wilmington, and I'll have to get with him this next week and see if we can figure out. We're getting a decent picture, but it breaks up occasionally in that. I don't know whether this is something new with the huddle cam, but I thought that perhaps Troy, who has an app on his phone, could actually go in and brighten up that feed so that it's a little brighter. He's looking at his phone now, so maybe he's...
So the measurement and the officials mark a first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal for Mount Healthy as the measurement yields a first down for the Fighting Owls. This game's in danger here, Rick. Stop the score. Montgomery back in shotgun, which has been their most effective offense, and he keeps it, and he rolls outside, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Looked like he was going to go in for the touchdown momentarily, but he is stopped. Seems like there's flags down, and backwards will go Mount Healthy. A big turn there. That was almost a touchdown. It was tackled at the 4-yard line, but it's going to come back regardless. Another hold.
That penalty is against Mount Healthy.
So Wilmington getting some breaks. Now's the time to play defense.
That brings up 1st and goal from the 17.
So it's a long way to go. 1st and goal all the way back at the 17-yard line. Big stand here for the Hurricane.
Got a timeout?
Timeout by the Owls, so there's something they didn't like.
So 8:43 remaining in this first half of play. The Owls up 13-0, but they are knocking at the door, so to speak.
Well, the penalty helped the Hurricane. Moved.
But it's 1st and 17, but it's also 1st and goal, right?
Right.
All right.
Got to get a touchdown if you're Mount Healthy. No more first down unless there's a penalty. So we're 8:43. Let's reset. I'm Tony Mancuso.
And I'm Rick Phillips, and Joe Holdren's on our camera here.
It's the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. High school football week 3 at Alumni Field. in beautiful Wilmington, Ohio, the campus of Wilmington High School. This is a gorgeous field. Beautiful.
There aren't any bad facilities at Wilmington. Everything that they have is first class. With the addition of these huddle cams, they can broadcast a lot of things that we're just not capable of doing.
Yet.
Massey's leading Fenwick 21-0 currently.
There you go. That's more like it. Saying that Massey is 0 in anything is unusual, to say the least.
Right.
There's a pitch back to number 7, Cornist, and the Wilmington defense swarms again. Josh Snell, big tackle for the Hurricane. Ball on the 15-yard line, 2nd and goal. Keep him out of the end zone. Keeps yourself in the game, Rick.
That's right. This would be a big stop. This would give us a little bit of an oomph, I guess you could say.
Montgomery dropping the pass, fires in the end zone, and it is batted away. Nice defensive play down there. Great defensive play by Tanner Killen. The coach's kid, great defensive play, perfect technique. Got his head turned around and knocked it away. Great defensive play. So 3rd and 15. That looked like for a moment it was going to go for a touchdown, but outstanding play by Tanner Killen. Love to see that. Beautiful.
East Clinton leading Hillsborough 13-0. They could go 3-0 if they win tonight.
How about that?
That is incredible for East Clinton.
Montgomery over the middle, and it's incomplete. Broken up. Almost looked like it was going to be caught by Daniels for a touchdown. There's people sprawled on the field. That was a vicious
Got to clean up the bodies.
Hit, but it goes incomplete.
Waynesville's leading Blanchester 21-7 in the second quarter.
So the Mount Healthy player still down. That looks like it's number 5, the intended receiver, Isaiah Daniels, who had a touchdown earlier. Is it? Maybe not. Let's get an official call as everybody kneels down. The Mount Healthy staff stretching him out. I don't want to officially say it's
the Gold Star has arrived.
A certain player. That sounds good.
Gold Star, yeah, it is good.
Go get some.
We have it at the half usually here for the people in the press box. Fries.
Does that mean
Gold
us
Star.
too?
Oh yeah.
Well, go get me some Gold Star.
Well, you got 2 legs. He's shy, Joe. He's shy.
It's not shy. It's just sloppy. Anyone who knows me, I have to have like a towel to act like.
Well, I think they bring napkins, so I'll get you some
napkins. That's not going to be enough. I need a towel.
This isn't lobster, Tony. This is Gold Star.
Right? No, honestly, I can't eat it because I would be wearing it.
Do they have that many Gold Stars up in Columbus?
Not too many.
I was going to say, up there.
Skyline.
Up there, you're probably eating, I don't know.
Skyline.
Skyline?
Yeah, they got them.
We got Skyline and Gold Star here. We're in chili heaven.
Right. Cincinnati is known for that.
That's right.
But seriously, I could eat that all night long, except I need a towel to act like a bib. So number 5, that's Isaiah Daniels, who's walking off under his own power, thankfully. Was down in the end zone for a while. His teammates high-fiving him as he trots off. Looks like he's not hurt seriously, thank goodness. So 8 minutes to go. And instead of Aguilar, who kicks the extra points, it's going to be Hector Lopez Sanchez with about a 32-yard field goal try.
Well, this will be interesting.
Let's see. Lined up on the right hash. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is
Looks good.
good.
All right, I got to go change the score here.
So a 32-yard field goal by the sophomore kicker Hector Lopez Sanchez extends the Mount Healthy lead to 16-0. What's interesting about that at 16-0, it's still only 2 scores. Because, of course, with the touchdowns and the two-point conversions, you're right back tied. So what could have got away from Wilmington had that went in for a touchdown is temporarily thwarted, as all we have is a field goal.
The 7th grade game starts at 4:30. High school volleyball travels to Georgetown on Tuesday and hosts New Richmond on Thursday.
Well, I wish we could get more pictures off the huddle cam, but it's too dark and it's not. It's still a little blurry, and I don't know why that would be, but we're going to have to get it fixed for maybe the next game.
Are we at home next week? Where are we?
No, the next home game.
Where's the next week's game? If you know.
It's hard for me to think two
There's a
steps
squib kick.
ahead.
Going to be picked up by Isaiah Wriggling, and he is still on his feet. Nice run. He's still on his feet, Rick. He's not brought down even yet.
Massey's leading Fenwick 27-0, but Fenwick looks like they're going to attempt a field goal.
That is a tough kid, I'll tell you. Isaiah Wriggling is a tough kid.
Oh, no, that's Massey.
It took the whole team to bring him down.
Massey's up 28-0 now. That was an extra point.
Well, they're well on their way. What a nice return by the senior, Isaiah Wriggling. I admire his toughness.
I had already spent too much time over at Massey trying to get us on, and I really couldn't do it till I got back here.
Speaking of Wriggling, there's a swing pass out to Isaiah, who makes the reception and bowls ahead for... Nope, they don't give him a gain. Back to the line of scrimmage.
So anyway, I was sitting in the parking lot for about 10 minutes at least.
What parking lot, here?
Yeah, here, trying to get out of the parking lot because the Mount Healthy band and a couple of band buses didn't know where to go. They didn't know they were supposed to be on the other side of the field, so they were sitting there for the longest time, and I was about ready to chew my fingers off.
You couldn't get around
I couldn't get around them, and I had to get Sydney online, and then I had to get here to start this.
You've had a tough night.
It's been tough already, right? Yeah. But there's nothing better than high school football.
Nope, not in this weather.
No.
When it gets cold, we may not say that as quickly, but boy, when it's in this type of weather, this
is perfect. Perfect, yeah.
Does not get better than this. So big 3rd and 6 for the Wilmington offense. Need to get points. Close to midfield at about their own 49.
Yeah, it'd be nice to take this 6 minutes and take it in. Good
McAvoy on the keeper, and he busts out. Nice run and inside the 30.
That was a great
just
play.
What the doctor
great
ordered.
Play.
Cameron McAvoy on the Cameron.
There's a flag. There's a flag back.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. Let's hope not.
Yes.
Holding against Wilmington.
My goodness. They cannot get
when it rains, it pours,
any
doesn't
rhythm.
it? Yeah.
A beautiful run by Cameron McAvoy, the senior quarterback. Well executed, except somebody held. So it's going back. They just cannot get in rhythm offensively.
And I would imagine the hold was probably back there around the corner where he was cutting around the corner, and that's where
so
the
a
hold.
Nice gain is negated, and now we're 3rd and 11.
Now, do you see anything new on the Wilmington sideline, or not sidelines, but end zones? Joe, do you see it?
What is it? I'm usually pretty good at that. There's a long bomb
almost
down the field for Wriggling and just off his fingertips, incomplete.
Well, something new has been added courtesy of a high school that sold these to Wilmington. And I'm trying to think.
Play clock?
Which high school it was
saw it.
that sold the play clocks.
Yeah, I like
it. The 40-second play clocks
like
are now. Now, these are portable. The high school that sold them to Wilmington, and I'm not really sure whether it was one of the Worthingtons. But anyway, bottom line is these are the portable ones, so you have to run power to them. They got new ones that are in the ground, and so Wilmington bought these, and we have them.
I like them. Good addition. Parker Henry punts it out of there, and the ball's rolling down inside the 10 to about maybe the 8 where it's downed. So they flip field position, but again the offense stagnant. No points on that drive either, Rick.
Right.
5:29 first half. Mount Healthy 16, Wilmington 0.
And they're at the halftime at Massey, so they're a little bit ahead of us.
Don't give up points before the half, Rick.
No, let's get a safety or something here. Stop him.
There's Cornice who is tackled. Nice tackle by Jeff Valentine. Shed the blocker and drills Cornice for a loss. Nice play, Jeff Valentine. Notice the Mount Healthy kids, they just, every play they look, their skill people look toward the bench for the calls. I personally like that. Do you like that? I think it's cool.
Well, I think it's an advantage.
I like it. I really do. I always have. There's whistles. I think we're going to have a timeout. No, procedure.
Right. There's motion, I think, in the backfield of Mount Healthy. So it's half the distance to the goal. So it'll put it right
the
at
official pointed to Wilmington.
Right about the 4.
But I know he didn't mean that.
Yeah, so it's at the 4 now. No, Tony, I think that it takes some pressure off your quarterback and other members of your team.
I like it.
When they can get the signals from the sideline. As long as you can get them in fast enough, that's the big thing.
Well, they're taking their time. They're methodical about it. They'll snap it when they're ready, Rick. You know?
Well, and it helps that they've got the clocks now on the sideline.
Yeah, we can tell
5, 6
if
seconds.
there's danger.
Got him.
There's Cornice.
Good play.
He's had trouble finding room.
He got 2 yards. It's at the 6.
The Wilmington defense enthusiastic now on this drive.
Well, even if they could stop it, they still have plenty of time.
Right.
They could put together a drive.
3rd and 14 buried deep in their own territory. So this is a good, like we said on the punt, it flipped field position big time. Big 3rd and 12. There's Montgomery rolling out, keeps it, and he is going to be hit and dropped. So outstanding defense by the Wilmington Hurricane is going to force a punt, Rick.
They'll be close to in the Wilmington end zone or in their end zone in order to be able to punt.
So the crowd enthusiastic. Coach Killen's defense with a big defensive stand. It looked like the Wilmington kids were fired up defensively on that.
This could turn the tide.
So hopefully that gets some momentum on the other side of the ball because the offense has struggled, to say the least.
And you'll have to check the Campus Nation website for next week's games. I think next week would be September the 10th. We may have an open for Wilmington. but we'll have to check just to make sure. Wilmington had a game with Washington Courthouse, the Blue Lions, and I don't know whether it's next week or the week after, but that game was canceled, and they've yet to be able to fill it, although I understand that COVID is going pretty strong in some areas, and there might be some schools that are not affected by it that would like a game. Maybe Wilmington can still fill that spot.
Great. So Hector Lopez Sanchez, so an open date may be filled is what you're saying.
That's
so
what I'm saying, yeah.
Stay tuned.
Almost blocked.
A block kick.
Yeah.
But it gets out of there.
Don't touch it.
Wriggling lets it roll, and it's going to roll at about the 48 and be downed.
48 to Wilmington.
So the field position flip worked. Almost a block punt there by Thad Stuckey rushing in defensively.
Yeah, and as soon as we get the information on the other thing is that, for instance, I think next week Clinton Massey is destined to play DeSales. And
Interesting.
I don't know whether we can get into DeSales. I thought they had their own broadcast crew, but maybe it was just during the tournament, or the football playoffs, because I don't see any video anywhere on their YouTube or Facebook.
That would be a nice matchup.
Yeah, the last time we had a Massey DeSales game, DeSales beat Massey, upset Massey, but Massey had the turnabout because that year they won a state championship.
You talk about two powerhouse programs.
That's right.
St.
The
Francis
Stallions.
DeSales out of Columbus and Clinton Massey.
And they have a beautiful facility up there as well.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
3:23 and counting first half. It's a good time for points. Wilmington need a touchdown. The offense is just stagnant tonight. McAvoy dropping under center, guns it incomplete. And there's
a flag.
And that's what I thought. It looked like interference, and it was. The ball gunned for Isaiah Wriggling, and he was interfered with by Jerron Montana Waller. And it is pass interference against Mount Healthy.
So the Astros, the East Clinton Astros lead the Hillsboro Indians 13-0 at the half.
How about that? You said East Clinton's on their way to 3-0.
They're on their way to 3-0 if they can win tonight.
Wow.
That's incredible. Who would have thought?
How about that?
But of course I think they've got a new coach. So I know they've got a new athletic director. They have, I think, a new football coach, or at least maybe this is his second year.
We did games for them last year, right?
We did, yeah.
Maybe we can get in there if we can't get in Wilmington.
Well, they have a huddle cam, but I think that we might be able to. The problem with East Clinton is their internet access is absolutely horrendous.
Well, you're in charge of all that, Rick. I think you can do it.
I'd be pulling my hair out, and I'd be balder than I am.
There's Thad Stuckey, who's spun down after a gain of about 3. Wilmington has got to go in for points.
Yeah, we need
change the whole game if they can
here
score on this drive. 2:40 to go and counting. Plenty of time. Time is not a factor on this drive. And the Wilmington coaching staff knows that because I think they want this to be the last possession of the half. McAvoy back to throw, and he is going to be sacked. I think the ball popped out of his hand and may have, but regardless, Wilmington keeps possession. But a big loss. My goodness, just when it looked like something positive was happening, they get stymied again. Now we're 3rd and 16 as the clock runs minute 50 to go. We're going to have a false start on Wilmington, that one. 74 left tackle Cohen. Just rocked a little in his stance. Moves him back even more. So what looked promising, Rick, is now 3rd and 22.
Yeah. Going the wrong way.
Some nights you just cannot get in rhythm. McElvoy pass intended for Wriggling. I think that hit the ground, incomplete.
McElvoy's pass intended number 1, Isaiah Wriggling. That pass falls incomplete.
So that helps Mount Healthy because it stops the clock.
Gives them another chance.
So Parker Henry on to punt, and this is a good time to get him buried, Rick. Mount Healthy leading 16-0 over Wilmington with 1:06 to go in the first half. It's been a series of nightmares on offense for Wilmington tonight. Just nothing happening. Parker Henry boots it away. And it's going to take another positive roll and goes all the way down to the 1-yard line. How about that?
Is that a punt or is that a punt?
You couldn't ask for any bet. That's inside the 1. I don't know if it could be any closer. What a great kick by Parker Henry and the Wilmington kids down there watching it roll and downed it. It looks like about the 3-inch line. Look at that, Rick.
It's close.
So, and how about a safety? This would be a good.
See, that would be very worthwhile.
Because it would flip it to 16-2, which would be 2 pure scores down. Let's see how Mount Healthy plays this. This ball is literally on the 1-inch line. Right, and of course Montgomery just bulls ahead. That's all they were asking for as it's stacked up. If Coach Killen has timeouts, this is a good time to call some. And because all that Mount Healthy did is just bowl into the line to get out from under the shadow of the goalposts.
That brings up 2nd down and 9.
You talk about a ball that was like within inches of the goal line. You've seen them marked at the 1 or the 1.5. That was marked at literally the 1.5-inch line. So they're in shotgun formation, Rick. This is dangerous for Mount Healthy, but they must have confidence
in their speed.
13 seconds to go. Montgomery throws it out there, and that's going to be almost intercepted by Zane Cohen, but it's incomplete.
So here's an update, Tony. Next week, September the 10th, we play, that is Wilmington, at Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy. Now, you know where they are.
Cincinnati.
Hey, that's pretty smart there, Tony. all that legal stuff. No, they're in Montgomery. They're right there on Interstate 71. You can see their football stadium from the interstate. Do you know where I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay, so
we've been there a few hundred times.
Well, they will.
Now, here's what. Yes, there was some danger of that. There is a penalty,
and that causes a safety.
Yes, and that could not have turned out any better for Wilmington. And here comes the cannon.
There's the cannon.
Let's describe what happened. I think Mount Healthy tried to get a little bit too fancy on that series of downs. Maybe should have just run a play to run out the clock. Instead, Coach Crouch and staff called a play. Montgomery's pass fell incomplete, but there was a penalty while he was standing in the end zone, which causes a safety for Wilmington, and that was huge. You talk about a huge turnaround. A safety in the end zone on a 2nd down throw.
Please show and see goal at the end zone.
I tell you, I'm not sure about the play call on that by Mount Healthy. Why not just run the ball into the line and hopefully get out of there with a 16-0 halftime lead? Instead, a mistake made by the Fighting Owls gives the Wilmington kids 2 points. So that could not have worked out any better. Tremendous punt by Parker Henry, downed inside the 3-inch line, and it turns into the well-needed safety with 8 seconds to go, and here's the free kick by Wilmington. Now that's probably going to, 8 seconds they mark. There's a chance.
There could be a run back or something else, so we got to snuff.
So here's the kick.
And because it's a safety, Wilmington gets it.
And there is going to be another play because he's stacked up with 1 second left. The return by Thad Stuckey.
And we'll have the cameras trained on the field at halftime.
Now, how about this? You got one heave into the end zone, and what is this? Was a 16-0 game moments ago is now 16-2. And if you get a miracle here, Rick, who knows? Toss one down there. What can you lose?
So who do we know for Boston College that threw that?
Yeah, Doug Flutie.
Yeah, that's right.
To Gerard Phelan.
Yeah, most of the young people today wouldn't have a clue as to who we're talking about.
Doug Flutie beat that won him the Heisman that year. Very similar to this.
Of course, that actually won the game.
Well, here's McAvoy back to pass, and he's
open!
Downfield.
Oh, just beyond his hands.
My goodness, what a great effort by the Wilmington kids. McAvoy throwing it deep downfield to Isaiah wriggling, and it almost was a touchdown. It was literally off the fingertips. So we've come to the end of the first half, and what an exciting last 8 seconds. So the half ends with Mount Healthy Fighting Owls 16, the Wilmington Hurricane 2. You don't find a 16-2 score too often.
So I'm going to take my dog, my service animal, downstairs so she can find some grass. And I mean the green grass.
I get it.
All right. And
they don't call that anymore.
Oh, I don't know. I'm too old for that.
Right.
All right.
No one knows what that is. So here we are. Halftime at Alumni Field in Wilmington, Ohio, as Rick takes care of his dog. We're going to have the marching band of the Wilmington kids. Well, Mount Healthy's got a band here too, so we're going to have them do a set. And we'll let you enjoy the Mount Healthy marching band at halftime here at Alumni Field.
Get ready. time for the Mount Healthy Fighting Owl Marching Band.
That was the Mount Healthy Fighting Owls Marching Band with their renditions at halftime here at Alumni Field. The YouTube channel of Campus Nation. Friday, I was going to say August, but it's not. It's September. Friday, September 3, 2021. High school football week 3. The halftime score, Mount Healthy 16, Wilmington 2. As the Wilmington band is coming out for their halftime renditions, and we'll let the audience take a peek and a listen at what the Wilmington kids are going to perform tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pride of Wilmington is happy to be back, preparing a competitive set for their competitive season. Tonight, the band will perform a portion of their competition show titled The Pyramids of Egypt. Fans, it's time for the band to play the state of Ohio's official rock song, Hang On Sloopy. For the Pride of Wilmington Marching Band. This is Ken Light, the voice of the marching band, reminding you to keep calm and march on. All right, if you purchase a 50-50 ticket from the men's basketball team, you're going to earn yourself.
That was the Wilmington band. Another great performance.
Here comes that number. 3227196. Again, white ticket 3227196.
They're announcing the 50-50 ticket. 3227196. 3227196. If you're holding that ticket, guess what? You made some money and you don't even know it. Now we're having the celebrity, well, not the celebrity, but at least the civilian field goal
attempt.
Contest.
Joe, make sure you get that field goal contest there. Got to make sure that's for like $100,000, Tony?
Less.
A new car?
Less.
I don't know, $10 Walmart gift card?
Yeah, maybe. Now you're getting closer.
Joe's going to try to see if he can.
So the ball's going to be spotted at the 5-yard line, which will make it a 15-yard field goal attempt.
I guess that's what it is. Massey's got a 35-0 lead. They have a running clock over at Clinton Massey.
Wait a minute. Where are they going to mark this? Yes.
At the 5. Yeah, so that you got to tack on 10 more.
Got to get it up. Get it up in the air.
It's good.
Hey, he
it's
did.
Good. $100,000 to who's that?
No, stop that.
No, 100,000.
Folks, they're not giving away $100,000.
I've been known to exaggerate a little, Tony.
The kick is good. So I'm some sort of auto gift card.
Wilmington Auto Center is where Mr. Brown works, and also he coaches, and so he is a salesman out there, quite a good one, and so he's done this little promotion, and
why not?
Yeah, hey, it's the American way, isn't it?
Last time's kick was no good. This one is good.
You can hardly get a car or truck anywhere because of the chips.
So out comes the Wilmington team out to the field first, trailing 16-2. There was a little bit of a momentum switch at the end. They should be getting the ball to start quarter number 3, trailing 16-2. The crowd's lively tonight, Rick. Very lively. All fired up over the week 3 high school football. I like when the road band goes on the road. I think that's a good thing.
I got to go over and change the period here, the quarter. Hang on a second.
His field goal kick at halftime. He got to take home $139. Again, sponsored by our friends at Wilmington Auto Center, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge.
So we're at halftime here at the Alumni Field, beautiful Alumni Field. Let's reintroduce everybody and reset. I'm Tony Mancuso, the play-by-play person for CampusNation.com. Tonight's broadcast is on the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. Rick Phillips running all the electricity and all the technology, and also chiming in with expert color commentary. Country Joe Holdren on the main camera, enjoying his halftime pretzels dipped in cheese. He said he didn't want salt, but they loaded him up with salt anyway. 16-2 is our score. The 16 points came on a Montgomery touchdown pass to Mohamed Sek. PAT good in the first quarter, 7-0. Then the running back for Mount Healthy, Isaiah Daniels, with a 1-yard touchdown run. Point after kick was no good. So Mount Healthy had a 13-0 lead at the half. Hector Lopez Sanchez blasted a 32-yard field goal in the second quarter for Mount Healthy to give him a 16-0 lead.
Massey's leading 44-0 now with a running clock.
And with 8 seconds left in the half, a penalty against Mount Healthy as they were throwing out of their own end zone. I don't know why they were trying that or what they were doing, but it resulted in a penalty, and we're at 16 for Mount Healthy Fighting Owls and 2 for the Wilmington Hurricane football team. What you got there, Rick? Cheez-Its?
Oh, I asked you.
Yeah, I don't want Cheez-Its.
Well, you didn't want Gold Star. You didn't want Twizzlers. I got all
I
the
told
junk.
you it's too sloppy.
I got Twizzlers?
Yes.
Twizzlers.
No, Twizzlers, I don't want that anyway. Yuck.
You got to keep your girlish figure.
I lost that years ago, Rick. Boyish figure and girlish figure.
Well, Tony, like I always say, at least we've paid for it. We own it outright.
Good point. I'll remember that every time I look in the mirror. I didn't get my money's worth if I paid for it, that's for sure. All right, so Wilmington will have the second half kick. Receiving it, I think, on the left side of our camera, going left to right. 16-2 is the halftime score. Little unusual score for football. But what makes a 16-2 game interesting, Rick, is the fact that it's 2 touchdowns and 2-point afters, and you're right back in a tie position if you can just hold Mount Healthy.
Well, let's hope that Wilmington has solved the riddles. I think that part of it is the Fighting Owls are a tad faster than the Hurricane. And when you have that speed, you know, you get to the edges quicker, you can get around the corner faster, you can stop running plays faster, and you can chase down, you know, passes that you can intercept. And we've had a couple turnovers.
Yes, as the game went along, Wilmington's defense did settle in. So tonight, it's not the running backs running crazy like the first 2 weeks.
No, it's our offense.
But it's just the offense
not
is
being able to
just
generate anything.
stale tonight, not moving at all, stagnant. Which, you got to put games together. So if Wilmington was playing offense like they have the first 2 weeks tonight, you'd be in great position. But instead, you got a situation where the defense appears to have settled in but can't move the ball offensively. 3 turnovers did not help. Now they got one back, which flipped the game some, but boy, oh boy.
Back to receive the kick for the second half. Number 1, Isaiah Ridley. Number 3, Adrian Cody.
So the kickoff of the second half. So, all right, here we go. Wilmington 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line after the opening kick of the third quarter. Time to score, boys. Hopefully at halftime some adjustments were made and the offense gets cranking. McAvoy starts with a keeper, and it's a good start as he races outside to the left, cuts back inside, and is drug out of bounds for a nice first down run by Cameron McAvoy. So a very nice start by the Hurricane coming out of the gate into the first half to the second. 11:51 just started. And a first down run by McAvoy. And there's a fake handoff to Wriggling on the end around, and McAvoy keeps it and bowls ahead for about 2. It's 2nd and 8. Stacked up by number 9, Nehemiah Reed of the Mount Healthy defense. 2nd and 8. A nice Wilmington touchdown drive is what the doctor and the nurse are ordering. Not just the doctor. The nurse too. McAvoy guns a completion. It's caught by Isaiah Wriggling. And Isaiah gets inside the 40. Nice throw by McAvoy, who appears to have settled in some after a rough start. Fires a completion out to the left sideline to Isaiah Wriggling for another first down. Nice methodical drive would be good right here for Wilmington.
That would be nice. And like you say, if we could get 7 points and tack on an extra, or 6 points and tack on an extra 2, maybe.
McAvoy deep down the field, fires and now
just a little bit
long for Isaiah Wriggling, who broke open right at the end. Nice throw by McAvoy, but a hair overthrown. That play is going to go for a touchdown, Rick, and mark it here that I predicted it, because they've been close a couple, 3 times in this game to hitting that bomb. McAvoy to Wriggling, and it's just like a foot overthrown, but they're going to hit it.
Yeah, there have been a couple passes like that just out of reach.
They're going to hit it before the game's over. You watch. Remember that prediction. There's McAvoy. It looks like a backward pass. Caught by Stuckey, who breaks out of there and gets inside the 25.
They want a horse collar.
Yeah, they're going to add yardage to that. So a very nicely designed play, kind of a backward screen from McElroy to Stuckey, who bursts ahead, currently marked at around the 25. Let's see if a flag is going to add more to it.
And that would add 10 to 15 yards
Let's
more.
see.
Well, the Wilmington bench was livid.
Yes, horse collar tackle is the call. So move it up even closer.
So that 15.
Probably going to be around the 10-yard line. Great drive out of the gate by Wilmington.
That is a 15-yarder.
Now, turn it into points. The momentum of this game has changed.
It is.
You can feel it, and it's happening. So the ball's marked at about the 13-yard line. McElroy on the keeper, cuts it inside, and is going to be dragged down at about the 3. So a nice run by Cameron McElroy on first down is going to give us a first and goal from inside the 3-yard line.
Paisley's in 7 heaven. She's getting pretzels and Cheez-Its and Twizzlers.
Make sure you identify Paisley as a dog.
Well, that's right, yeah. She's a service dog.
Right. First and goal.
He's in.
And it's a touchdown by the touchdown maker. It's Josh Snell, the fullback. Yes, they officially marked it. For a moment, it looked like they were hesitating.
So are they going to go for 2? What do you think, Tony?
I'd say kick 1.
All right.
And Parker Henry is out on the field. So a 1-yard a 3-yard touchdown run by Josh Snell. Josh is an effective goal line runner. Very rarely is he stopped in that situation, and of course, he's not stopped there. So Josh Snell, a 3-yard touchdown run, and guess what? Wilmington is back in this game, folks. Back in it. It's a false start on the point after, so it's going to move Parker Henry back. But 16-8, you're 1 score down in a game that looked like it was going to get away from Wilmington. They are right in this thing, pending the point after. Be marked at the 15. 25-yard kick. It is no good. So the penalty impacts the point after touchdown for the Wilmington Hurricane, as the PAT is no good, but still within 1 score, 16-8, pending a 2-point conversion on the next touchdown. So at the 10:15 mark of quarter number 3, it's now Wilmington trailing 16-8. Remember, it was 16-0 at 1 point, so the safety is almost like a touchdown, Rick, added on to that.
Yeah, that 1 point, though, would have been critical.
Yeah, it would have helped, because now you're in a situation where you're 8 down, which means
you got to go for the 2.
You got to have a 2 to tie. But we got a long way to go before all that happens.
We do. We've got 10:15 remaining, still in this third quarter of play. And the spark, hopefully, is lit.
Long way to go.
So let's see if we can get another stop, get that ball back. Or even a turnover. How about a muffed catch?
Parker Henry's kick is a boomer. He missed the extra point, but a good kickoff to about the 10.
Hit him. Nice hit.
And a lot of dancing by
he didn't fool anyone.
Jaron Montana Waller, is stacked up. Adrian Cody on the tackle. So the ball's at the 20 for Mount Healthy as they have their first drive of this third quarter. Waller looked like he was trying to find room somewhere but couldn't. Great coverage by the Wilmington kids. So here we go. You can just sense the momentum of this game has changed. Yes, it has. There's more spunk in the air for the Wilmington kids. The crowd's into it. There's a handoff into the line for Cornist. And he finds some running room for about an 8-yard pickup.
That brings up 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2 for Mount Healthy. Wilmington trailing 16-8 at the 9:40 mark of the third quarter.
Still 44-0. Clinton Massey over Bishop Fenwick. They are on a running clock.
There's Trey Cornist again with the handoff and is tripped up again. Cornist has had trouble finding running room, and really the entire Mount Healthy running attack has been stopped by Wilmington. So 2 weeks worth of poor run defense seems like it's been corrected tonight, Rick. Third and 2, this is big. Montgomery in the shotgun on 3rd and 2. And he hands it to Cornist, and there is going to be a monster tackle.
There you go. They're fired up.
What a great stop by number 59. Derek Perdue. Great play by Derek defensively. Holds the Mount Healthy offense. What a great play. Busted in defensively, one-on-one, took care of the tackle, forces a punt. So Isaiah Wriggling is back for Wilmington, and he's on his side of the field. So this would be a big flip and field position as the punt is kicked out of there, and it's a good one. This time it rolls and rolls and rolls. So what could have been great field position turns out not. It's on the 27-yard line. That was a break, but the crowd is fired up. The Wilmington kids are fired up. Dad Stuckey leading the cheers, trying to get the fans going. The ironic part of that is that Wriggling was standing on about the 50, and when the punt went over his head, it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and it dies at about the 27. So, hey, not the greatest field position, but at least a turnover on downs. So here comes Wilmington after their last touchdown drive of the third quarter, and here they go. Whistle, stop, play. What do we got? What do we got? A penalty against Wilmington. Pre-snap penalty. Was it false start, was it? I missed it. You think like the official has a mic and you can sort of hear it, but you really can't.
The strange thing about it is sometimes they actually have the mic on. Sometimes they don't. I don't know what dictates whether they have the mic on or not.
So Stuckey on the handoff barrels ahead and almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage, just short. Be about a 2nd and 12. Good time for a nice, old-fashioned, methodical drive by the Wilmington Hurricane. Trailing 16-8 with 7:20 to go, third quarter. McAvoy deep downfield. This time it is off the fingertips of number 10, Kai Bozarth, the senior.
McAvoy's pass intended for number 10, Kai Bozarth.
Incomplete, just off his fingertips. We haven't called Kai's name too much in the first 3 games. They're going to hit that pass at some point. You can just tell they're just a tick off. 1 tick away.
Waynesville leads Blanchester 21-7 at the half. East Clinton 19-0 over Hillsborough in the third quarter.
So it's 3rd and 12. McAvoy in shotgun formation. Fires. It is caught. Is it going to be a first down? It is close. So close.
He's probably about half a foot.
He might have it.
They give it to him, yeah. So
nice catch by Jeff Valentine, the tight end. Nice throw by McAvoy, hitting Valentine, who with some bullish effort gets the first down. It looked like he was stacked up short, but his second effort got it, Rick.
And, of course, Massey over Bishop Fenwick, 44-0 in the fourth. And they've got a running clock. That's why they're so far ahead of us. And we have a score of 16-8 here in the third.
Well, it seems like Massey got healthy in 1 week.
Yeah, they don't like getting beat.
McAvoy out back to pass. It is just off the fingertips of Valentine.
And he just got rid of it, too, in time.
He might have been pressured a little bit to get rid of the ball a count early.
Yeah.
That play was set up to kind of be a little bit longer developing, but it turned out that he had to get rid of it too soon. Second and 10. 6:19 to go, third quarter. YouTube channel of Campus Nation, Mount Healthy in Wilmington. McAvoy on the keeper is stopped at about the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Number 13, Cameron McAvoy with the quarterback keeper.
Not much. Maybe lost a half yard. 3rd and 10 again. Big conversion time for Wilmington. They converted the last third down. Let's see what they got in their hip pocket here. Clock running 5:49 and counting. They're in the game. For a minute it looked like they might not be, but they are in it. 4 wides left, 1 right. McAvoy picks one and it is intercepted. How about that? Number 21, that's Savion Cannon with the interception. That's their 4th turnover, Rick.
Yeah, you can't have that many turnovers and expect to win a game.
That ball was just almost thrown right to Cannon. Whatever Cameron thought he saw, it wasn't there. So here we go again. Defense needs to buckle down as it's 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Montgomery in the shotgun. There's an end around that looks like it's going to go for a touchdown, and it is. Yes, touchdown. Muhammad Sek with his 2nd touchdown run, just an end around kind of play. So a big switch in the momentum. That's 2nd touchdown of the night for Muhammad Sek, the other one on a reception. An end around for a touchdown from an 8-yard TD run. What a shame, because it looked like the momentum had changed, but the Wilmington turnover causes Mount Healthy to get in for a touchdown, and it was quick too. It only took very short amount of time to score. Was it the first play of the drive or the second play? Either way, it doesn't matter. It's a touchdown.
Right. And they'll
first play.
They'll attempt to
the officials are huddling. We got a stoppage in play. I'm not sure why we're held up. Something's holding it up. We can't see the corner. Is there an injured player down there?
He's on the track.
Yeah.
He went all the way through and on the track.
Right. So
I think this is the...
That's it. An injured player. We can't tell because our angle does not pick that up. But there's an injury down on the field which has stopped the play. It's 22-8. Mount Healthy leading Wilmington with 5:17 to go. You talk about a momentum changer. Wilmington had scored the last 8 points, a touchdown to get out of the third quarter after the halftime safety. But now we're in a situation where Wilmington gives up a turnover and a quick touchdown, and they're down 22-8.
Yeah, it's been the turnovers that have killed the team.
You've had 4 of them tonight.
Yeah, you can't have 4.
Too many.
No, not 4 in a game. And
it's actually 4 too many.
Yeah. St. Francis de Sales is a confirmation. That's next week, Massey at St. Francis de Sales. Now, whether we can get in, we will have to contact the athletic director. Last time we were there, which was about 4 years ago, they worshipped us like rock stars when we came in. I thought, yeah.
What are you, the Beatles or what?
I don't know. And, of course, that's one of the few schools that has its own I'm thinking of the pizza franchise that has the
Donato's,
right, in the stadium. And that's because the founder of Donato's, she graduated from St. Francis de Sales.
Right, the Grody family.
And I'll tell you what, we had every pizza you could imagine available up in the press box.
I bet.
All kinds of sodas and drinks and stuff like that. Still, it doesn't come up to the power of the Beaver Creek press box and what they offer with B-Dubs and Subway and all that kind of stuff, but one of the better press box as far as food.
Well, here's Erlen Aguilar, the left-footed kicker for Mount Healthy.
He might be left-handed too.
Could be. Gets it up, and it is good. So the PAT good that time by Aguilar. Makes the score 23 for Mount Healthy, 8 for Wilmington. .5:17 left in quarter number 3. Here at Alumni Field, to introduce everybody again, I'm Tony Mancuso. Play-by-play here on CampusNation.com, the YouTube channel of Campus Nation. It's Mount Healthy Fighting Owls and the Wilmington Hurricane. Rick Phillips in charge of everything.
Joe Holdren doing our camera up here in the press box.
Looking good.
They finished up at Massey, I guess the final score, 44-0. So Massey goes 1-1 now.
Joe Holdren looks like he's a happy man after eating that food.
Yeah, he likes those pretzels with his cheese dip. And it looks like East Clinton, they may go 3-0 to start the season. And I think Blanchester might end up 1-2. I think they've got 1 win, and they'll have 2 losses tonight if they keep losing to Waynesville. Waynesville got a tough team usually every year.
Well, Wilmington's in danger of going to 0-3, Rick. I'm worried about it.
Yeah.
They just don't seem offensively that they can just get in rhythm.
Here we go.
A big kick return.
There we go.
Nice kick return. There you go. Tanner Killen bursts ahead to about the 42-yard line. Just what 44-yard line they're going to mark it. A nice return by Tanner Killen, the junior. And we say just what the nurse ordered, that's what she ordered there, Rick. So got to convert, get points. Great field position, 44-yard line on the kickoff of Mount Healthy side of the field. It's just a team tonight that just has not gotten in offensive rhythm.
I'll tell you, Tony, they've sort of looked out of rhythm their first 3 games. They don't look like past Hurricane football teams. Of course, they're not. But
McAvoy back to throw, guns down the field, and that ball is almost picked off again. The throw is a little high to Tanner Killen, who had the big kick return.
I guess what I'm saying is that Wilmington this year doesn't have, maybe we'll call it the star power of the breakaway back or the quarterback that can throw it down the field and on a dime hit, the runner for the 80-yard score. So this is, I could say maybe more balanced, but they don't have that.
There's a great run. Thad Stuckey,
he's a workhorse.
Workhorse running back. You took the words out of my mouth. They mark him just short of the first downs. This is a big play here. And Thad runs for the first down, and he's still on his feet down to the 25-yard line.
Now, he showed some lightning there.
So a good time for a drive.
Oh, what do we got here? Timeout Wilmington? No, timeout the Owls. The Fighting Owls are going to take a timeout, I guess.
Tough kid.
Oh, no, they just signaled a first down. I thought they were signaling timeout.
Thad Stuckey is a tough runner. Just runs hard.
He does.
He has great vision, great speed, great balance.
And he got to the edge very quickly on that play.
Doesn't go down on the first hit. Just when I think of him or see him, he's running back. That's his gene pool. He's just a running back.
Number 26, Thad Stuckey, the ball carrier.
Not much of a pickup there. Maybe a yard.
No mistakes, Hurricane, on this
Second
drive.
and 9. Yeah, we got to punch this in. Then we got to get some defense going. We still have 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. There's still plenty of time.
Right. Not an issue.
No.
McAvoy takes the snap.
Oh, what was that?
Are they going to mark that an yes, please mark it because it was the right call.
Yeah, that is not.
It looked like the ball slipped out of his hand.
Right, but
it was forward. It was clearly a forward pass, but for a second there, it looked like the players were thinking, "Oh no, another turnover." But that was clearly a pass. Yeah. Rightly called by the officials.
Even if it slipped out of his hands, it slipped out going forward. So that's all that matters.
Arm forward, ball forward, everything about that was a pass.
That's right.
This is a big play here. 3rd and 9. I think you're in.
Oh, you're in 4 down territory. No question about that.
No question. Yes. Come on, Cameron. He's rolling out, and he is going to be attacked and sacked.
When the Fighting Owls need it, they get it.
Way back at the 34-yard line. And again, the drive stalling. They're still going to probably go for it.
Yeah, they got to come up with the
now you're
Hail
fourth and forever.
Yeah.
You had a manageable 3rd down, but
they got to get it down to the 15.
That's a long way from the 33-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 24, it's marked.
If you could just do sort of a slant, hit the runner, and they can cut and run down the field for the first down.
Cameron is under pressure and almost picked again.
That was a slant. They were trying to do exactly what I said, but they didn't.
Savion Cannon, another defensive play. And Wilmington, a promising drive, turns over.
And with 3:03 remaining in the third quarter play, we're getting to the point where the clock is not going to be on our side.
Cameron has played better games than this one, Rick. He just doesn't seem like it's totally his night. He's had 2 very good games. Tonight, not so much. But we'll see. Plenty of time to still be a hero.
Yeah, they are not really down.
No. Hold them here.
That's what they've got to do. They have to hold them.
3:03 left. It's 23-8. Mount Healthy in the lead.
And that's not what I meant.
That's the first breakaway.
Nice run
By Trey Cornish. Busts out of there. Nice tackle by Thane McCoy to save really a touchdown.
Yeah, that would have been a touchdown, no question about it. In fact, I thought it was going to be, but he sort of ran out of steam. I mean,
but Trey Cornish has been bottled up, but that run he got out of there. Nice tackle, saved the touchdown. There's the Mount Healthy kids looking for the signal on the sideline like we talked. Montgomery again to Cornish, and he gets about 2 yards. Nice tackles there. That's number 59, Derek Perdue, the junior on the tackle. Clock running, approaching 2 minutes of the third quarter.
When I was a freshman in college, I dated a young lady. Her name was Claudia.
Oh, what a beautiful name.
Beautiful girl. And she lived in Mount Healthy. She went to an all-girls school. She was Catholic. Her father owned the Mount Healthy's, the Pony Keg, which is like a carryout.
Okay.
And but anyway, I think she moved to Boston and got married or whatever. I didn't really, but she was an incredibly beautiful young lady. Blue eyes, brunette, always had a tan.
Claudia. Beautiful name.
I think we went to the old Coney Island at one point, maybe even to the Reds Riverfront Stadium for a game or whatever. But
what college is this?
Well, I was going to Wright State.
Oh, all right, yeah. Where was she, Wright State?
No, she was, in fact, I don't even know whether she was in college or maybe she was a year behind me.
Okay.
But...
well, Claudia, if you're out there listening.
Her name was Claudia Dausch, but
Claudia Dausch.
I think she's married now.
Probably not her name any longer.
No.
But Claudia from Mount Healthy, you get a shout out from Richard Phillips.
And I'm going to be divorced tonight.
45 years later. We've all had those in our lifetime, Rick, where the people come in and out of your life that you say, hey, what if or what could have been. Every listener out there has that. And I guess, Rick, yours is the quote-unquote Claudia from Mount Healthy.
I think she lived on Hill Avenue, if I recall. Right. Hill Avenue. And even though I'm an old age of 68, I can still remember the street that she lived on.
I bet. Those are things you don't forget. Funny how the human mind works. You probably don't remember what you had for breakfast yesterday.
It's my age.
But you know where Claudia Mount Healthy lived, that's for sure.
What do we got here?
So a timeout by Mount Healthy, it looks like, on a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, I forget what the all-girls Catholic school was that she went to, but
there's a few of them there.
Yeah, a lot of Catholics in Cincinnati. In fact, when I was in high school, I dated another Catholic girl, although she went to Belmont, but she was Catholic. In fact, in those days, I had to get the word from her parents, especially her mother. They used to get this Catholic magazine or whatever. It let us know what movies we could see and we couldn't see. So I had to adhere to their rules.
Well, what do we got down there? Mount Notre Dame, Ursuline.
Cincinnati Ursuline.
I think that's an all-girls school, or at least it was.
Yeah, at one time there were probably a lot of them that now, and it's like Chaminade Julienne's. Chaminade was an all-boys school.
Right.
Julienne was an all-girls school.
Right.
And then they merged, and that's where you get Chaminade Julienne now.
3rd and 13 with 23 seconds left. Quarter number 3. Big defensive stand for Wilmington here. Let's see what unfolds. Montgomery straight drop back, is under pressure, gets out of there, throws the ball up in the air.
Bad ball.
Is it
Picked off.
Yes.
Picked off.
Big interception by Tanner Killen.
Tanner back there with the good hands.
Tanner's had a big game tonight.
He has. He has. We've called his name on several
A
different
lot.
occasions.
Great kick return, great defense there. The rhythm of the offense is just not clicked. Now is the time to do it.
That's right. We've got 16 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. When we put all this together, and I took Sydney over to Massey to do that game over there, I was kind of not thinking that there would be a running clock, but they've been done for a while.
What's she going to do, just sit there?
Well, her and Dean are going to sit down there on the curb, I guess.
There's another
Ball's
jailbreak, and the ball's loose. Is that a turnover again? Yes.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Cameron McAvoy trying to make something happen.
Gets hit,
Is
coughs
hit
it up.
and coughs it up.
The Fighting
That
Owls
is
are
turnover number 5. We have Mount Healthy for 2, but when you lose that turnover battle,
well, yeah, the
5
ratio
to
3.
2.
Yeah, when you have a -3, you're not going to win many football games.
Like we said, sometimes you're on it, sometimes you're not. That's the way sports and athletics is. Cameron not having his best game tonight, Rick. There's an inside handoff. Had a lot of action, a lot of fakes, but
Looks like
Trey,
8 yards.
Trey Cornish gets the ball and takes it inside to 20, but there's flags down. Let's hear what we got.
Looks like he's limping, too.
Sort this out.
Well, it was in the backfield, or it was where he made his cut.
Face
so I thought
mask
oh, okay.
on Wilmington.
So as he was making his cut, they probably...
It's not raining here, but boy, when it rains, it pours.
So there's no mic, or he turns his mic on, but I'm hearing him yell. I'm not hearing him over the...
It's like we can hear the calls, but it's not on a microphone, and that's going to wrap up the quarter.
All right,
as the clock runs.
I'll go change the scoreboard.
So wait a minute. Yes, it is officially the end of the 3rd quarter. So the 3rd quarter score is Mount Healthy 23, Wilmington 8. This game's in danger of getting away from Wilmington. Well, hold on now. They maybe have not marked the end of the quarter. They're going to put 2 seconds back on the clock, Rick. 2 seconds back on the clock. So that's not the end of the 3rd quarter officially.
Well, I'm not going back and changing the score bug. So
all right, so it's really 2 seconds left.
Which they won't take a knee. They'll at least try to run a play.
It wouldn't matter. They'll still keep the ball. So
yeah,
let's see what happens.
They're going to try to run a play.
It is 1st down, and it is still the last play of the 3rd quarter. So some mix-up extends the 3rd quarter one more play. I still don't think the officials... And now we're set, and here we go. So it's 3rd quarter. Montgomery fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah.
So that's going to end the 3rd quarter officially that time.
23-8 at the end of the 3rd quarter.
So we did have one more play for some reason. But technically it doesn't matter because the ball would have exchanged or would have not been exchanged. It just field position would have flipped. So at the end of the third quarter, it's Mount Healthy marching again. They're leading Wilmington 23-8. The Mount Healthy Fighting Owls trying to go to 2-1. Wilmington trying to stave off an 0-3 start. I'm Tony Mancuso doing the play-by-play for CampusNation.com. And the YouTube channel of CampusNation.com is where you can find our game. Hope you're enjoying it here from Alumni Field. Remember the sister radio station is 106.9 WZAA LPFM out of Jeffersonville and online WZAA LPFM 106 on your dial. Rick Phillips in control of everything else, and Joe Holdren, Country Joe, on the main camera. 2nd and 10 as we start quarter number 4. There goes Cornish to the right, and he's stacked up.
This is when Sydney would tell me she needs Uber. When she lived in Tampa, she took Uber all the time, but obviously I don't think we have Uber here.
Why not? Sure we do.
We're not talking Gahanna or Columbus. Right. We're talking Wilmington, Ohio.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I lost track for a second.
Yeah, you forgot where you were. The Twilight Zone.
Good point. So it's 3rd and 10. Clock running with 11:20 to go. Big defensive stand by Wilmington. Montgomery back to pass, is flushed out, still looking, chased out of the pocket, and is going to be dragged out of bounds. Did not get the first down. I'm thinking they're going for it here, Rick.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be surprised if they kick a field goal.
Oh. Paisley tried to run off with a chair.
So they are going for a no field goal try. Well, here they come now. They've changed their mind. The field goal team looks like they're trotting on. And it will be the other kicker, Hector Lopez Sanchez, as the kicking duties between Aguilar and Lopez Sanchez have been alternated. It's a timeout for Mount Healthy, and they're going to think about what they really want to do here. A field goal would put them up 26-8, which would be 3 scores. So it's a big kick. Rick taking care of the
got a
service dog.
Right.
When you hear him mentioning Paisley, there is no person named Paisley up here.
She thinks she's a person.
It's a service dog, which
she's actually Sydney's service dog. But she does not, she'll go up and down these press box steps, every press box we've been to, other than Clinton Massey has some very narrow, very steep stairs. She doesn't like those. And she's too heavy to carry.
So here's Hector Lopez Sanchez for, looks like a 25-yard field goal.
Looks good.
And it is through the uprights, good. So a big field goal by Hector Lopez Sanchez. That's his second field goal of the evening. And he extends the lead for Mount Healthy to 26-8. About a 25-yard field goal by Hector Lopez Sanchez, the sophomore kicker. So big points. It's 26-9. Excuse me, 26-8. 26 Mount Healthy, 8 Wilmington. 11 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the game. close to do or die time here. They're 3 scores down. They're 18 points behind. There's a squib kick which is fallen on by the Wilmington. Number 75 gets his name in the book tonight for recovering the kickoff, and that's Malachi Cumberland, a freshman. So his name is called by falling on the kickoff. Freshman Malachi Cumberland with his first statistic of any of the 3 Wilmington games and the first offensive stat of his career by recovering the kickoff. Moment he won't forget. I thought this was going to happen. A different quarterback is in for Wilmington. That's Aiden Price, number 7. I am not surprised. You know, Rick, it just seemed inevitable that move was coming. So Aiden Price, a sophomore, is out there in the game as the quarterback for Wilmington, trying to bring them back down 26-8 with 11:03 left in the game. Cameron McAvoy out. Admittedly struggled tonight. Like we said, some nights you got it and some nights you don't. And if we could figure out which night you'd hit big, we'd all be better off for it. But it's going to be Aiden Price's show from here on out. His first pass is a right. Oh, my goodness. There he goes. He's going to go for it. He's out of bounds. But the officials are confused. Here's what happened. It was a quarterback pass by Price to number 2, Tanner Killen, but when the ball went the other way, it bounced. So it's going to be an incomplete pass. It was a backward pass to Tanner Killen, but when Tanner was able to pick it up and throw it because it was backward to him. Where the play did not work is the fact that the throw back to Aiden Price hit the ground. So one play only for Wilmington and Aiden Price, and in comes Cameron McAvoy back in. So a trick play is called, which did not work. Like I say, the first pass was backward, so it can bounce. It's the second pass that cannot bounce because that one was forward. So it just goes as an incompletion. All that commotion for a simple incomplete pass. The officials are talking about it, but I think that's all we got there. The officials are talking about it and trying to figure out where to mark it. The right call, I believe, is just simply an incomplete pass. Let's see if they're going to call it a penalty. They've moved off to the side where no one can listen, but the right call is simply an incomplete pass, Rick. There shouldn't be any more complexity to it at all.
Well, I have our dog sitter. She's got Paisley. Sydney says everything is nice and packed.
They're explaining it to the Wilmington. They might call an illegal forward pass. And that's going to be the call. I don't know what, it took a long time to sort through, but the rationale must have been it was 2 backward passes. I don't think that's the right call. The second one is just simply incomplete. Why the penalty? But in any event, it goes minus 15. So 2nd and 25. The play backfires either way. So here's McAvoy back to pass. It's caught by Valentine, who gets across the 30 to the 33.
McAvoy's pass complete to number 39, Jeff Valentine. Tackle by number 25, Jacob Martin.
So tomorrow we'll have the complete game, not just on YouTube, but we'll re-embed it back in the Campus Nation website. And hopefully we can get something figured out so that when we have these glitches, I can still get back into the website in order to repost before the game gets too deep into the game. Because a lot of people just assume that it's on Campus Nation. When they don't see it, they think, oh, the game's not on tonight.
But it is on the YouTube channel.
It's always on YouTube.
McAvoy deep downfield, and again,
just a little
overthrown.
bit. Yeah.
That play has been so close to hitting, but it did not hit even that time. Kai Bozart, the intended receiver, it's over his head by a yard or two. And out comes Parker Henry with the punt at the 10:03 mark. This game is just never
clicked for the Hurricane.
Never clicked. Never did.
And I know Scott Killen has got to be frustrated.
There's a great punt by Parker as the ball rolls. It actually takes a Mount Healthy bounce. 39-yard line is where the Fighting Owls will take over on downs as the punt flips field position to the 39-yard line. Seems like the air kind of went out of the Wilmington kids. Just not the same enthusiasm of when they were in the game earlier.
Number 7, Trey Cornish, the ball carrier. Knocked out of bounds, number 3, Adrian Cody, number 2, Tanner Kill. Brings up 2nd down at 9.
9:47 to go. 26-8 Mount Healthy leading. Montgomery with a flip, and that he busts out of there, and he's still on his feet. That's number 4, Mohamed Sek, who's had a 2-touchdown game tonight. Looked like he was going to be tackled for a loss and squirms out of it for a nice gain, turns a gain into from a loss into a gain. So it's 3rd and 3, and it's you better hold him time for Wilmington as the clock's running 9:15 to go in the ball game. If there's ever a time to hold on 3rd down, this is it.
So what do we got here? Timeout? So the Fighting Owls want to talk it over. I don't know why. They've got enough of a lead right now. They don't have to worry too much. 18 points.
(26-8) is a score. The game seems like it's kind of just lost its energy. Don't you think, Rick?
Well, the fans haven't. I mean, the Wilmington fans, or at least the student section and the band, they are still fairly raucous. The fans in the stands up by us, mostly adults, are a little more reserved, a little quieter.
Well, Wilmington is still in the game. There's 8:55 to go on the clock. It's 26-8.
Yeah,
it's 3 scores, but you're still in it if you can just stop here and get quick points.
Right, you'd have to have
got to be quick.
Some onside kicks that were successful. You'd have to have everything from here on out go perfectly. Not going to happen, I doubt.
Well,
I hate to be a pessimist.
3rd and
I'm
3.
just a realist, I guess.
Montgomery fires downfield.
He's
and wide open
and he drops it.
How about that? Troy Montgomery found Muhammad Sek just
wide
all
open.
alone.
Yeah.
You could not have been more open, and Sek trying to run before the catch drops the ball.
And doing a few push-ups there out on the field.
With a self-imposed penalty. That might not have went for a touchdown because the Wilmington defense looked like they were going to catch him.
They would have closed in on him.
But it falls incomplete when it could have wrapped it up, really. But so Wilmington with life.
That's right. New life.
That completion there might have wrapped it up, but they're still alive.
And besides our Wilmington and Clinton Massey football, we've got coming up Ohio State. Oh, that was
interesting.
Yeah, Ohio State club football will be starting this month. Trying to think when the first game is, but no conflicts with any of the games that we're doing on Friday nights. They play on Saturdays and Sundays. And then we also will be starting in October club hockey. First time we've done hockey. And that goes through March. So hopefully that will take us into Ohio State club baseball. We were supposed to do baseball.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, supposed to do baseball a couple years ago, and it was wiped out by COVID. But they are back. And so, Tony, you want to do some baseball? Okay, all right. Nothing finer than Ohio State club baseball, which will start in March.
Love that sport. If I could go out on a date with baseball, I would. You think they'd go out with me?
Tony, you're single. You're
I'm
eligible.
in love.
You're eligible. You make a lot of money. You live in a big house.
The only thing that loves me is baseball.
You drive a modest car, unless you got some kind of a Mercedes or a Tesla hidden somewhere. You got a big enough garage. How many cars?
I forget. My kids love me. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, your kids love you. You got
absolutely
3 darling kids.
Yes.
2 girls.
Yep.
And a boy.
Yep.
The boy's the youngest, right?
Yes, he is.
And your 2 daughters. One is in the right mind since she goes to Ohio State. The other one, for some reason, decided to go
Michigan.
to that school up north. No, you don't mention the name.
Well, I'm allowed to because I paid tuition to go there.
I bet you do. You got to make a lot of money to pay tuition.
Stuckey's completion is good, and he busts up to about the 32-yard line.
Nice run. See, there's some life.
So there's some energy, but the clock's the enemy.
That's right. 7:50 left in the game.
31-yard line, got to go quick.
Hurry-up offense. And this they may do better off because when they've done the hurry-up offense, it seems like they've been more focused.
Nice play by Stuckey again.
Penalty.
Pass out to him on the 25-yard line.
Must have been a face mask.
Flags are thrown. Let's see if they're going to add face mask or if there's a hold. The official's
it's on the
huddling.
Owls. Looks like he was pointing towards the Fighting Owls.
Well, let's see. There's been a lot of huddles tonight.
And it's going to go against
It's a hold on Wilmington, so the play's going to be negated and go backwards. Wait, it's offsetting. So whatever was the official's call looks like some sort of personal foul on both teams.
Well, maybe something was done and something was said. All right, so we still have a 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 31.
7:37 to go. Time is
of the essence.
The enemy. We got to score quick. That mic seems like it wants to work by the officials, but it doesn't. McAvoy back to pass under duress, throws, and that is a touchdown. And what did we say? A long pass was going to go for a touchdown.
And there you go. I got to go put some points on the scoreboard.
I called that one earlier in the game because Wilmington was just a tick off and missing those things by just a hairline. That one is connected. McAvoy to number 10, Kai Bozarth, the senior receiver. A big touchdown pass. McAvoy to Bozarth. And Parker Henry's kick is good. So a long touchdown pass from Cameron McAvoy to Kai Bozarth.
So Sydney says they were locked out of the press box after they closed up, and then they were locked out of the gate. So she says, and they don't even have a curb to sit on.
So it's 26-15. There's time. This game is not over. There's 7:32 to go, so a big... You could just sense, Rick, that long pass was finally going to be connected at some point because they'd thrown 4 or 5 of them earlier in the game, and they just missed them. That time, McAvoy led Bozarth perfectly for a touchdown. Now, I'm thinking there might be Parker Henry's pretty good at these, so watch for the onside or squib kick, and that's the formation
I think it
they're
would
in.
be worth doing, and they've probably practiced it a little more since of course, I think that the Fighting Owls probably are aware of that.
Well,
too.
but that's the formation they're in, so let's see what happens.
The last one didn't go 10 yards.
This is going to be interesting.
Miami Trace pounced on it, so let's see what happens here.
New life for Wilmington with that touchdown.
It's 10 yards.
That one goes.
He drops
10,
it.
And he drops it. And I think
Wilmington has recovered the ball. The onside kick works.
Wow. How about that? It's Thad Stuckey, who's been everywhere tonight, recovers the onside kick. Perfectly executed by Wilmington's Parker Henry. Recovered. The ball was misplayed by the quarterback, Troy Montgomery, who was on the receiving end of it. So you talk about new life, there's new life. Got to score quick, plenty of time, 7:29 to go is plenty.
Well, that up tempo is what they need to be.
McAvoy's pass is batted down and almost caught.
Yeah.
It was batted down at the line of scrimmage, and Thad Stuckey almost had a chance to catch that ball.
Brings up 2nd down and 10.
7:26 to go, clock stopped. There's actually plenty of time, Rick. Get a score here on this drive, you're in the game. Big onside kick recovery. That's huge. McAvoy back to throw down the field, and that's going to be caught by Isaiah Wriggling. No, incomplete. It was knocked out of his hand. The officials rule it incomplete.
McAvoy's pass intended for number 1, Isaiah Wriggling.
Looked like he had it momentarily, but not for a ruling for a catch. Almost. Big 3rd and 10. If you're going to convert, here's the time to do it.
Well, we're in 4-down territory no matter
Yeah,
what.
but
anyway.
we gotta go. McAvoy's pass
Got
is
it.
caught by
He's got it.
Valentine, and he's got a first down on the 35-yard line. McAvoy to Jeff Valentine, Mr. Reliable, converts the first down, and the drive continues.
I told you, up-tempo, they seem to
Better.
do a lot better.
Oh, that ball is dropped by Stuckey.
McAvoy's pass intended for number 26, Thad Stuckey. That pass falls incomplete.
Seemed like might have been a catchable ball. McAvoy pats him on the back and gives him words of encouragement.
Somebody on the... Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought somebody was on the ground, but no.
I agree that Wilmington playing at this pace seems
They do better when
Better.
when they're not so methodical. When they're doing an up-tempo type of game, it seems like they... Plus the other team they're back on their heels.
McAvoy's pass this time is caught by Wriggling, who's inside the 30 to about the 29.
Is he out of bounds? No, clock's still running. Needs to get to those sidelines and get out of bounds when he's like that.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 4.
So the first thing you need to do is pick up the first down, but they need to make sure that when they're making those outside cuts, they go on out and get out of bounds.
3rd and 4. McAvoy hands it to Stuckey, who's going to be dropped in the backfield.
And the clock will continue to tick.
So instead of a pass play, they call a run.
Thought they'd catch him
Catch him asleep, but it did not work. Mount Healthy's defense snuffed it out. So now it's 4th and 7, and this could be the game.
This
here.
will be the game. 6:07 remaining, unless they could get another turnover of some type.
Interesting call, a run instead of a pass on 3rd down and about 4.
Come on, Hurricane.
Lost 3. McAvoy with plenty of time throws. It's tipped and it's almost caught, but it falls
almost
incomplete.
caught a couple times and almost intercepted.
So McAvoy's pass on 4th down falls incomplete, intended for number 2.
Yeah, what we will see by
Tanner
the Fighting
Killen.
Owls is they will start to run the ball, and that's all they'll do. They'll only pass if they absolutely have to. But there'll probably be 4 running plays here.
Well, you can't fault the effort because Wilmington
no.
had a chance.
And they certainly sparked
They recovered the
crowd.
onside kick. The team was fired up. The fans were fired up. Couple first downs on the drive, but it stalls.
So we need a turnover.
What a shame because the onside kick worked. There's into the line is Isaiah Daniels. Might have a yard or 2. Clock running 5:38. It's 26-15. Mount Healthy holding on to the lead. That's a shame because
What's my wife saying now?
that was funny.
Yeah. She doesn't have any. It would take me 15 minutes at least to get there and 15 minutes to get back. So you'd be sitting in the dark here with the lights out, and it is,
that.
They've been sitting over there for almost an hour now.
With the lights out. There's Daniels who's trying to stay in bounds and does. And
he does.
Barrels ahead for the first down.
Effort. Good effort. Keeps the clock running.
He did end up out of bounds, but he was able to turn it back upfield and get the first down. So the first down is just as important, even though he had to go out of bounds to get it. So a big first down run that time by Isaiah Daniels, the senior running back for the Mount Healthy Fighting Owls.
And they put up a good fight tonight.
Clock stopped
I'm
at
sure
4:52.
even though Claudia didn't go to Mount Healthy High School, she would be proud of her fighting house.
There's an inside handoff. It looks like Daniels again on the carry. So Isaiah Daniels being used as the 4-minute offense running back, trying to run out the clock for the Fighting Owls.
So keep an eye out on our Campus Nation website to see whether or not we are going to do that Columbus to Sales game with Clinton Massey, and whether we will be down in Cincinnati. That's going to be a little harder to pull off because I can't just run from one location to the other. But in Cincinnati on Interstate 71, and in Columbus off of Interstate 71.
Well, just keep us posted. There's Daniels again, who's the workhorse trying to run the clock out.
Number 5, Isaiah Daniels, the ball carrier.
3:50 to go and counting. The stop on the last drive going out on 4th down might have been a little too much for the Hurricane to overcome. 3:36 and counting. It's 26-15. Another first down run.
Number 7, 3/4, the ball carrier. Flag on play.
So who is this on?
Press box wasn't happy about that. They're going to move it back. So what would have been a first down run is going to be backward for Mount Healthy.
So it'll be a 3rd plus whatever.
Clock stop 3:06. You're talking miracle time now. Down 11. If you were down only one score,
that must have been a 15-yard penalty.
Well, it's 3rd and 15.
10. So that was that was a 10-yard penalty.
3rd and 15.
But they also don't want to take any chances here and turn the ball over. They'd be better off just going ahead and turn it over on downs.
I bet there's a running play coming. No throw. I'd be very surprised if they threw.
Looks like they're trying to draw Wilmington off sides. Oh, flag.
Inside handoff to Cornish. I think we're going to have a motion penalty on.
Yep, that's what it is.
The Mount Healthy runner was moving toward the line of scrimmage on the snap.
Poor wife.
She's texting you all over the place, Rick. So timeout Wilmington.
2.5 minutes. She says it always takes you 20 minutes to pack. But first of all, that's the old packing.
Well, what are you going to do?
We travel very light now.
We got a game going on, and
that's
it's got to finish.
Yeah, and we've got, it'll take me 15 minutes at least to get to Massey.
We don't change we don't dictate the clock. It just runs according to the rules.
And we can't help it that the Falcons woke up and against the Falcons beat them 44-0 with the running clock that ended the game an hour early.
Well, this game has been a little bit on the slow side.
Well, especially the second half, there's been a lot more penalties.
And the long and the slow side. A lot of clock stoppages. So here's a punt. Hector Lopez Sanchez is going to boot it out of there on 4th down. Adrian Cody back in deep punt receiving formation, back deep. A long return would be huge here. And it's an all-out rush, and they don't get it. So a fair catch made by Adrian Cody. The Wilmington kids went all bore for the block, didn't get it. Cody on the fair catch on the Wilmington end.
So now it's going to take a long, quick pass.
Miracle.
Yeah.
Long as there's clock time left.
And you still have probably the best field goal kicker on the Wilmington sideline. So if they were to somehow score a touchdown.
It's a long way to go, but hey.
Well, yeah.
There's still time left, so there's still hope.
Yeah, there's 11-point difference. So if Wilmington,
it's not good.
If Wilmington scored 7 or 8, then especially 8, then with a field goal they could tie it, and my wife would kill me.
McAvoy's pass caught by Wriggling, short gain if any,
and the clock continues to run.
2:19 and counting. It's 26-15. Mount Healthy leading. Clock running at 2:11 to go. Wilmington in a hurry-up mode. McAvoy's back to pass. Gets rid of it downfield, and it's incomplete. Yeah, there had to be interference on that.
My wife is watching the stream. She says, Joe doesn't even have the camera turned towards the action.
Of course there was interference. The pass intended for Isaiah Wriggling is broken up. They might be calling that on Wilmington. Yes, they did. So they called that penalty a pass interference penalty, offensive pass interfering on Isaiah Wriggling. The penalty is declined. 3rd and 10. There's a pass out complete to Stuckey, and he is busting ahead, still working his way across the 45 to the 43. I'll tell you what.
The Hurricane have not given up.
I think Mount Healthy made a mistake by not taking the penalty. Why not move him back at that point? Even if it's 2nd and long, that's fine. McAvoy's pass deep down the field, incomplete. A mistake was made. The penalty should have been taken, Rick.
Yeah.
Because you move him back 10 yards. What's one more down at that stage mean? Wilmington got a break by the penalty being declined. Still got fight in him. 1:43 to go. McAvoy drops back, throws downfield, caught by Valentine. He might have fallen ahead very close to the first down, and there's probably going to be...
They gave him
the first. That stops the clock at 1:34. Mount Healthy wants to know what happened.
Timeout?
Measurement.
They're not going to give him a measurement.
Or is there a player hurt? Yes. So there's a kid injured for Mount Healthy, limping off the field is Anthony Horton, which technically that gives Wilmington life because it stops the clock.
That's right. They can regroup. So in the end zone.
Yes. McAvoy completes to Stuckey, who's at the 30 to the 25 to the 20.
Get out of bounds.
Inside the 17. The official marks it inbounds. Coach Killen and staff not happy about that.
Oh, he was out of bounds.
They marked him inbounds. So the clock's running 1:25 to go. McAvoy, wait a minute.
Now there's a penalty. What is it?
It's going to be off.
It's encroachment.
Encroachment on.
Fighting Owls.
Mount Healthy.
Yeah.
So add 5 more as the plot thickens here. The ball's on the 13-yard line with 1:20 left. So Wilmington definitely not giving up. McAvoy back to pass.
And he's
caught
in.
by Valentine for a touchdown.
So
how about that? Cameron McAvoy to Jeff Valentine for a touchdown at 1:13 to go. Jeff Valentine is Mr. Reliable. You talk about a reliable tight end. So they are going for 2. They have to do that. It's now 26-21. The clock won't run on the 2-point conversion with 1:13 to go. This is a big play here. Get a 2-pointer and you got a shot at a field goal at least. McAvoy in trouble, throws over the middle, it's incomplete. No flag. Yes, a flag comes in late. It's a attempt to Isaiah wriggling over the middle, and there looked like there was contact.
He was on his back. He was riding him down.
It didn't look like the official was going to throw a flag, but he hesitated and after a while did throw it. So we're going to have another chance. Clock won't run, so that's no big deal here. It's untimed, so it does not matter. You could take all day on this play. The clock wouldn't move. McAvoy hands to Snell.
They run it in.
And, of course, he's in.
2 points.
That kid is Mr. Automatic on the goal line. It's uncanny how he is just a goal line machine.
So 26-23, they are within a Parker Henry field goal of tying the game up.
Well, you have to have an onside kick recovery. If the onside kick is not successful, I think that's all she wrote. But
yeah, because they could take a knee a couple times and waste the clock.
You have to recover the onside kick. There is hope, though.
And there will be an onside kick.
26-23 with 1:13 to go.
I don't even know why they've got anyone back. They need their hands guys
up
there close.
And
they think that Wilmington is not going to onside kick it?
It's got to be an onside kick. It is lining up as one that here it is. Almost.
They grabbed it.
It took the bounce it needed to take, but it is recovered by number 2, Keate Green. Leaped up and caught the onside kick. Big pressure, clutch recovery by Keontae Green, the senior. Only 5'8", but leaped up and got it. So 1:12 to go. I think Wilmington has 1 timeout left. So it looks bleak, but not recovering the onside kick might have wrapped it up, but we'll see. There's Montgomery under center, and they're in kneel-down position.
That's a penalty.
They're going to call a penalty on the Wilmington kids. Montgomery went. Wait. The penalty might be on Mount Healthy. Yes. Here's what was interesting about that. The Wilmington kids jailbreaked in, and Troy Montgomery's hurt. He was in the kneel-down formation, and the Wilmington kids swarmed quarterback Montgomery for a loss, and I'm thinking, what was wrong with what they did? And the flag fell, but the flag is actually on the Mount Healthy kids for illegal motion. So the press box has made an interesting point. Why accept the penalty if they can you decline it? That's a good point. Declining the penalty if you can decline it. But it might be a dead ball foul that you can't decline. So a new quarterback is under center. And that's number 5, Isaiah Daniels, and it is a timeout for Wilmington. 1:02 to go. The clock ran a couple seconds longer than it should have. I'd like to get some clarification if the Wilmington staff could have declined this first down penalty, which would be a third down with a minute to go instead of second. Sometimes those false starts are motion types penalties. Can't be declined. One minute exactly to go. 2nd and 15. That was the last time out for Wilmington. It's 26-23, and they're in kneel-down formation. They don't have their starting quarterback. It's Isaiah Daniels taking the snaps. Whistles again. Wilmington trying to get a turnover desperately. And there is a kneel down again by Daniels with 56 seconds and counting. See, you'd been a 4th down right now if you could have declined the penalty. With the way the clock's running, they're not going to have time to get the ball back. You can kneel down one more time and that would be it. So a controversial ending, because if you could have declined the penalty, which I'm not sure if you can decline that or not. This is 3rd down. We would have been 4th. But the game is essentially over unless there's a turnover. Daniels kneels down, and there's not going to be time left on the clock. It's going to run out without Healthy having to snap it again.
All right, final game, or final score, 26-23. Wilmington.
What a finish.
Yeah. So I got to get these things wrapped up and head for my picking up my wife and Dean at Massey. I guess all the lights are being turned off. So for Tony Mancuso, for Joe Holdren, this is Rick Phillips. Final score, 26 for the Mount Healthy Fighting Owls and 23 for the Wilmington Hurricane. Good night, everybody.